it's Lonely D on Voice on the Move Radio. I got some good news for you. Voice on the Move Radio is giving away 5 gigabytes of data of your network that you are using. All you have to do is just make sure that you do comment on our live streaming shows on Facebook, on YouTube, on X. Tell us the reason why you think you deserve it, and of course, what you're going to do with that data. Hashtag welcome to the future.
The Voice on the Move Radio.
Welcome to The Gist with Msomi. It's a brand new installment that we have for you today, and it's coming live to you as it always does every single Sunday. Thank you so much for being part of the experience. The name is Msomi, and of course the name of this show is The Gist with Msomi. It comes live to you every at least every single Sunday on Voice on the Move Radio, and we basically deliver to you everything that you need to know in a week. We justify it by cutting it down, trimming all the fat, so that we give you all the stuff that you really need to know, so that you prep yourself also for a brand new week that is about to start. Voice on the Move Radio, it's quite futuristic. You basically find us everywhere. We are currently streaming on all social media platforms, as it were. We are right there on X. We are also on Facebook. We are on TikTok, and we're at least streaming also on YouTube. I actually always say that if you find us on YouTube, it's even better, because there, you can subscribe and find our stories. It's not just the current affairs and the entertainment stuff that we bring you. We also have Mo, who actually has the sports for us. Mo, how are you doing today?
Hi, Oscar. Okay.
I'm good, Mo. How are you doing?
I'm okay, I can't complain. So, of course, I'm going to be coming on at 2 o'clock this afternoon on the show with Oscar Msomi, and we're going to be going into all the sports that has been going on in the week, and also highlighting from yesterday. We're going to be going into some boxing. There was an event on the 28th, and it unfortunately did not happen because the promoters did not pay the purse monies on time. We're also going to be looking at the Durban Pride, Hollywood Bets Dolphins in the cricket side, where they have become the winning pride of Durban, and they're back to their winning ways. So that's a good one, because they won 2 of their previous fixtures, which is good. And then we're also going to dive into some football. We saw Mamelodi Sundowns play this weekend. We also saw that the Nedbank Cup quarterfinals of 2025 have been confirmed, and we're going to see all that action live at 2 with me, of course, and then we'll be getting into some more details on that. Oscar, back to you.
All right, thank you so much. That's, of course, Mo, and she's going to be delivering all the sporting news that you need to know. The only thing that you need to do is become part of the family. Make sure that you subscribe and follow us on all social media platforms. We're going to be giving you the best when it comes to entertainment. Of course, the music, that's what we're known for. Here's a beautiful song. The first one off the list is Untokoze Vilakazi giving us the song Impumelelo. Do enjoy.
Awukhanye spansami umelelo wabafowethu bakhala ngawe hey makukhanye spansami umelelo wabafowethu bakhala ngawe oh ngivulele ngisakhona kumnyama saboni uthi indlela ibuzwa kabaphambili, kodwa abaphambili abekho indlela egcwele ukhula, kanti ukukhula kanjani? Ngiyangqongqoza emnyango kaMpumelelo ngithi uma kuvela ukukhanya nize ningibize nami, nize ningikhumbule nami, uma kuvela okuhle nize ningibize nami. Uma nihlele emahhovisi niciphiza amakhompyutha nama-laptop niphuza iti eshisayo niqashe nibaqashayo nidecline nibadeclinayo, nize ningibize nami ukuze ngikwazi nami ukuthi ngibe khona nami embusweni wemnami. Thina sakhula ngethini, kodwa nakho siyaphila, ufuna ukuthini pho? Namanje sisakhona sisancenge liyaphambili, salifakele emuva silifake siyaphambili kuphela. Thina silezi ey'hlufayo sithi impumelelo soyibona ngenkani, okunye sokuye sikubone kusasa. Okungenani ngizolala phambi komnyango wakaMpumelelo ukuze makuvula ukhanya nize ningibize nami. Mina ngibala ukuthi sengizame kangaki, iy'thukuthuku zami zachitheka kangakanani. Ngiyazi ukuthi iy'thukuthuku zami kusasa izona izoba impumelelo yami, ukuthi izolo bengikhona nanamhlanje ngisakhona khona la. Ngiyazi ukuthi ukukhanya kwami kuzoba khona la. Ayikho inkomo yobuthongo uthi wena ithongo lingakusiza kanjani noma ungenayo inhloso ukuthi usizakale. Isikhathi sokutetema sesiphelile, isikhathi sokwenza sesifikile. Ngizonqonqoza kuze kuhlephuke imini emnyango kaMpumelelo, uma ngingakavuli ngizoqhubeka. Kukhanya sakufiphala inhlamvu elanga iyasithela kodwa kusasa izophuma sobe sikhona futhi kulayini sobe simile futhi sobe sifesa futhi noma ngakuthiwa impilo isigoqisa ngamadolo kodwa sovuka futhi ke mina ngisaba impilo la phambili ngizophinde ngilifake futhi emgwaqweni ungasungifanise neuno ngihamba kancane kodwa phambili ngizofika futhi waphela uyinkosi ngothengela enye ipeni ngibhale kabusha
awe Nkulunkulu ngiyathandaza njalo Ngicela ungiphe imali nedladle lihle kube kuhle Wajonga lama nvuke lapha leleko nami ngifuna ubeka isinkwe etafuleni abashana bathokoze egceke Xosha ikade siko nathi sidlu cheese wema
kanye spansami
emakukhanye wema
umelo abafowethu bakhala ngawe
wethu wakhala ngawe
emakukhanye spansami
emakukhanye wema
umelelo abafowethu bakhala ngawe selibhala lipeni wathi ngiqhubeka mina sengihlupheka kakhulu angisakhethi lutho iblocks ngalibeka usemende ngawuthwala udaya ngaliqofa nenja umlungu nayo futhi ngayigeza inhlonipho ke mina nginayo ngiyakwazi nokulalela ngifundiseke kahle mina ekhaya lami mina ngisebenzela ikhaya lami ukuhamba ngemoto nakho futhi ngifuna ukuthi iqale ngami nokuthenga idilo seningi nakho ngifuna ukuthi iqala ngami ngifuna ukuthi ngibe isiqalo sezinto ezinhle mina emndenini wami hawu la ngiphinda futhi ipeni
Style.
Ayinamathelele into yaniphumelela ingane zithandile ufaka abajayivile awuze
Yes, of course, we are the best, and we definitely pride ourselves in the fact that we are futuristic. We're basically the only radio station that is able to do what we're doing right now. I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of radio stations that you can visit at the present moment. Besides the fact that you're going to find music that you are listening to every single Sunday on those radio stations, here you have a chance of actually hearing music that you've never even laid your ears upon. For the fact that we have what is called underground music, we open the doors so that people can actually submit their music. It's very simple. The only thing you have to do is send that music that you have for us at studio@vmradio.co.za, and that music is going to be added into our playlist. That makes it much easier for you to have your music sassed out by the numbers that are out there. I mean, there's so many people that are actually joining us right now. I can see they're on Twitter, and of course we are streaming on TikTok as well. So for those people that are joining us from TikTok, you're definitely most welcome, and everywhere that is for that matter, you're definitely welcome to even send us comments so that we can read them and play those voice notes also. But back to that music submission, if you send us that music in an MP3 format, we basically add it into our playlist, and that way masses can enjoy it. I mean, that's just something that is very exclusive. Not a single radio station really does it this way. Not just that, you might be running a service there at home. Maybe something that you whip, thing that you do, maybe some source that you actually put together. Maybe you have a service that you're running, cards, things like that, and there's no way that you can actually put your product in a pedestal for numbers to actually engage with it so that you can grow your clientele. We ask you to come to our radio station, that's Voice on the Move Radio, and we'll put together a beautiful ad campaign for you so that you can have your product or services rendered, sassed out by numbers of people, and of course, that's going to grow your bank balance. It is Voice on the Move Radio, and you've basically made the right choice by joining us today. We're going to be giving you all that music that you need, and you're definitely going to be enjoying it with us. On X, you can send those comments, and if you subscribe and send us a message, or at least comment on YouTube, even better, because at the present moment, there's a 5 gigs of data that is up for grabs, and you can definitely score yourself that by making a comment on YouTube, that is. There's a comment that has come in by Umbali Mlomo. It's our first comment, and we say thank you so much for that. She's basically sending love and saying that she loves the show. It's actually an exciting thing when you comment with those comments and send us those voice notes. I think one thing that I need to give you, and you should make use of it, is our WhatsApp number. I'll just repeat this number again. It's 074 517 4983. That's 074 517 4983. We're gonna go for our second song. Here's one that you're definitely gonna like. It's Tamiya, and the song is simply entitled Sonini. Make sure that you do enjoy.
Voice on the Move Radio.
I don't know where I'm going. I woke up with a headache. Can we talk about something. It's taking up the space. 'Cause there's a big, big void inside this room. It's like an elephant we have to address in the room. 'Cause baby, I think we need to talk. We don't communicate. We just need to know we're on the same page. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna see us going separate ways. 'Cause I think we have something. 'Cause baby, I think we are perfect. I want us to last. I don't want us going nowhere. So address the elephant in the room. I walked in, saw you next to her. You look kinda cozy in her arms. You were even smiling. 'Cause you told me not to worry about you and her. Now it seems like you are more than friends with her. 'Cause baby, I think we need to talk. We don't communicate. We just need to know we're on the same page. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna see us going separate ways. 'Cause I think we have something. 'Cause baby, I think we are perfect. I want us to last. I don't want us going nowhere. So address the elephant in the room. She's the elephant in the room. Address the elephant in the room. She's the elephant in the room. Address the elephant. 'Cause baby, I think we are perfect. I want us to last. I don't want us going nowhere. Address the elephant. 'Cause baby, I think we are perfect. I want us to last. I don't want us going nowhere. Address the elephant in the room.
It is your favorite radio station. Of course, it is your favorite radio station, Voice on the Move Radio. And I am Oscar Msomi. This show, The Gist, and we're actually just out here making sure that you get all the entertainment that you need, as it is a Sunday, and we're basically culminating everything that has happened in the previous week, making sure that you have all the stuff that you need to prep yourself up for a brand new week that is to start. I did mention that you can send those comments. They are actually coming in. There's a few that have actually have come in from Umelo. Just loving the show. It's always a vibe in the house. Wowza, loving every minute of it. That's Umelo commenting there on YouTube. Another one from Margaret Mashiane. How can I go about, let me see that again. How can I go about downloading and enjoying the show, Oscar? It's always calm and, it's killing it softly. Well, I'm actually loving the fact that you love the show. It's very simple. You can actually join us from any of the social media platforms that are out there. But to actually catch up on stuff that you might miss, go to YouTube. That's where the juice is really staying. When you're on YouTube and when you subscribe, you can actually, catch up even on the shows that you might miss. Maybe catch up on it and watch it later. Another one also coming from Untasi Tsiwanda, also giving us a lovely comment there. I like the music lineup on this show. Today is absolutely amazing. I love Voice on the Move Radio. The Gist team is amazing. That's Untati Tsiwanda, also one of our listeners. Thank you so much for being part of the experience. Today's is actually quite an amazing one. We have so much in store for you. Besides the stuff that we have on the current affairs, which we have to touch on, we'll look at the ANC reconfiguration. You know what happened in KZN and Gauteng? ANC has to actually, pull up its socks and sort of change things about since they actually lost some numbers there in the previous election. G20. Yes, Ubabura Maposa was there. He opened that in Nasrec. We're going to be checking out that story. We also have the floods in KZN. Annalise Zuma, our reporter, is going to be giving us more on that story. It's quite a sad thing because even as we speak, it's raining outside. And it's a bit worrisome because we've seen some mudslides. Things are actually getting out of hand a bit. Some people even lost their lives. Of course, we have to cover what is happening with the AfriForum. The police minister, Usenzo Mkhunu, was like, no ways, we have to challenge this because something was just not going right with the stuff that we're taking over to the Americas. What is this thing of us being a sovereign state and having our stuff taken over to the other country for them to do what with it? We're just going to finding out on that more when we get into the story. Of course, we also have the Trump and Zelensky war. You saw what happened in the Oval Office in the Americas. Of course, this is all the stuff that we have on the current affairs. We have some stuff also in the entertainment news, some sad stuff that we learned. Angie Stone. Yes, she's just one of those people that we learned recently that she lost her life in an accident. And Roberta Flack, I think that's just a classic. Everyone knows about Roberta Flack. We'll also be checking out some stuff by Trump there. He's got, Trump Gaza. Yes, there's something happening there. So we're going to be checking that stuff out as well. Let's go for a small ad break. We just have to do that. And we're going to come back with the full story, the dive, at least when we're telling you exactly what is happening in our scoop and all the stories that we have for you. Let's go for a small ad break and come back in a second.
Hey, it's time to move your business to the next level.
How so?
Alrighty then. I think we might as well just go straight into it. I'm looking at the time right now. It's 21 minutes after 1 o'clock. We've basically just started. We are basically live, and you're welcome to contact us and send us those messages. There's a WhatsApp number that you should definitely make use of. It's a beautiful one, 074-517-4983. If you send us a voice note and comment on that number, it makes it very easy for us because we can play your voice notes and you can just tell us exactly how you feel about the show and how things are going there for you. We are currently streaming also on TikTok. Make sure that you follow us there. We're gonna have to go for a song. There's so much that we have installed for you, but while we have all of those technicalities being sorted out, we're gonna have to definitely look at the stories that are happening currently. I know that we have one that has actually come up. We are looking at what happened in that reconfiguration. You know that the ANC did have a big challenge, with the numbers were just not looking good from the transition of the previous elections. I think it was mainly due to the formation of Umkhonto weSizwe, the party that came and basically just chopped their numbers as more people just flowed into that. So ANC, along with Ulukozana Umbalula, was like, no, we have to do something about this. So they sort of, reshuffled and reconfigured. It says the ANC has appointed at least 67 members to the task team in the KZN reconfiguration, with Jeff Radebe as the convener, following a poor performance in the last elections. This is basically ANC just trying all it could to make sure that they can garner those numbers back. We're seeing old faces come back. They call them veterans, but some people are just thinking that, it's the last kick of a horse that is not so alive anymore. We're going to be joining, or at least we're going to be getting some visuals and seeing exactly what happened on that conference. Let's quickly go there and see if we can get a video there for you.
That is Noma Kuku Smelani. She's the fundraiser in the trust team. And then that is Nomusa Dube. Umtu yamliba umjwaye. Yes, Lord. Nomusa Dube is the deputy coordinator. Comrade Mike Mabuya Kulu is the coordinator of the task team. Uput Jeff Khatebe is the convener of the task team. The first provincial convener is Umama Uweziwetusi, which I think you are quite familiar with her. She was our MEC for the longest of time in this province. And over and above that, she's been a member of the ANC and our veteran of the African National Congress. uNtshebe ke uDuma niyamazi. Comrade Siboniso Duma is the second provincial convener. He was our previous chairperson in the province, so he's been retained in the team as the first provincial convener. And then is our veteran, Comrade Spoon Debele, is part and parcel of the team, and has been assigned the task of international relations and all other tasks also in the task team.
You can definitely tell that we do have some old faces that you can definitely see there. It's quite a lovely one. That's Uduma. You know, we were just reading some comments there. People are saying that you can see the smile. He's smiling, but you can also see that there's a bit of a broken heart down there somewhere. I basically believe that everyone would be. I mean, being demoted is not baby stuff. You know, it sort of hurts. Although he's retained, I mean, it's quite a good thing that they kept him. He could have been chopped off, and they sort of kept him and gave him, some kind of a role to play still. The comments on that one, there's something to do with Sitolo here. The problem is not with KZN, but with the ANC Youth League. Just witnessed the postponement of the budget due to the VAT 2% hike that was proposed. And of course, we have stage 6 load shedding that was just experienced when things had already been ironed out. So there's a lot that ANC is actually dealing with. It's not just a matter of reshuffling people and moving them around. Another one right here. This is one comment that was actually quite a funny one when I read it. It's a person here saying that it's too late. I mean, they can do whatever they want to do. I'm actually not going to mention the name. They asked to be anonymous. It's too late. People should just, take retirement and go home and relax because people are saying that it's young blood that is needed so that, ideologies can be carried forward. It's just one of those stories that we saw, and you're most definitely welcome to comment on it. We would like to know how you feel about it. That's reconfiguration. It also happened in Gauteng. I think those are the two strongholds that they are trying to make sure that they get those numbers back because they were sort of in trouble. You can definitely comment by sending us a voice note on WhatsApp and maybe even on all the social media platforms where we are currently streaming. Leave us those comments and we'll definitely read them online for you. Just one of the stories. We're going to go for a small ad break, a very small one, and come back with more on the current affairs.
Hey, it's time to move your business to the next level.
How so, my brother?
That's it. And that's what you get right there. Of course, it is Msomi, and this is your favorite radio station, Voice on the Move Radio. Comes live to you every single Sunday from 1300 all the way till 1500 hours, where you basically come here and enjoy the music. Some people have become so busy throughout the week that they never ever get a chance to actually find out what's really happening in the ground. So be part of the family. Join Voice on the Move Radio and The Gist. Make sure that you do. In that way, we will have all the stories and everything that is happening out there put together and clumped down for you so that you get it in a very nice package. Yes, of course, we did see the leaders coming all the way from all the countries, Canada, Russia. People really trickled in support of what is happening, which is called the G20. That is in Nasrec, where we saw President Ramaphosa leading there. And there it says, President Cyril Ramaphosa says the G20 and the Leaders Summit that will be convertible, at least that was converted when convened, was quite a success. After seeing lots and lots of people coming in all the countries that were part and parcel be represented, the only people that didn't show favor by not coming through, of course, is the Americas. Without any doubt, of course, we know exactly what the cause of that was. While they were there, while they were just waiting for everyone to come in and show support, the Americas were like, we're not going to do that because we know what is going on. But that is also emanating from the fact that the AfriForum has been taking some stories there that the Americas are just not liking. Babu Trump is totally against all of that. As you can definitely see the visuals. We're going to get a story for you. I think there is a video that we did compile for you. Let's quickly go for that.
This task is now in our hands as the G20 family, and I do believe the various meetings we are going to hold throughout the year, this one being one of the key ones, will lead us in the direction that we all seek to move in. So I thank you, and once again, I welcome you dearly to South Africa. Thank you very much.
And if I if you know anything about what is really the G20 about, countries actually come together to sort of iron out all the creases that might be global warming, matters that affect us throughout the board. It's quite a strange one because we are sort of interdependent, all these countries that are part of not just the G20, but if you are part of the system of what is called the globe, umhlaba, there's no way that you can just unanimously stay there in your corner. So they come together so that, they can find solutions to better carry the nation and the nations that they represent. So it says, the role of the G20 is creating the foundation of a global economic stability, a vital catalyst for economic development, and implementing the consequential global commitments such as the Pact for the Future and the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. This is something that cannot be underestimated at all. These things have to happen. But if there are parties that are not coming to play, as the Americas have clearly shown by not showing any interest, I think that was just not the only thing. We heard that later on, even the finance minister is not going to be part of the meetings that are going to be happening, which are in connection with the finances of the globe, as it were. But we are keeping our ear on the ground, and we're going to be giving you all of that exclusivity. All of those stories, you're going to find them right here on Voice on the Move Radio. It's looking at the time right now, we are at least half past the hour, and we've got more stuff that is still lined up for you. I mean, on the stories, the one that is actually worrying at the present moment is the fact that we've got the floods. I mean, I'm not sure. They actually call them the flash floods for some odd reason. But we are actually noticing that there's quite a lot that is happening, besides the fact that we even have rain right now. I think at some point, sasike siye entabeni and kwakufike kube nama praise songs that would be performed so that we would ask and beg for the rains to come down, because there'd be crops that would not grow properly due to the fact that there'd be no rain. At this present moment, I think those people that are part of such powers can actually go up to those mountains again and please beg, because we can definitely see the damages, as you can definitely see on the visuals. There's a very expensive car there just floating on the water. Some of the visuals in the KZN, as you did also learn that some people lost their lives. 5 bodies were actually picked up in Lamontville after the catastrophe. And, we would actually wish that it would go away at this present moment, because, with so much rain, there's no way that we can say or guarantee that there's going to be, no more lives getting lost, because we definitely, it makes us a bit worried. Not just this only, but even in the Gauteng, I think we did have some visuals that we did spot as well. But not just that, Santaco was able to make the rounds. They were able to go and visit some families to deliver izinto efana nama-food parcels. Ukubonelela phela la abantu beshayeke khona, and some people have actually been displaced and removed out of their homes due to the bad weather conditions. And it's good to know that there are still people and organizations like the taxi organization there who was able to come together so that they can, bring up, so now, if there's anything that you'd like to contribute, you can, come through to the studio as well and advise us, and make sure those packages, food packs and things like that people really need at this dire time, as the weather is not giving us any break at all. Of course, it is Voice on the Move Radio, and it's music and more music that we have for you. But besides just that, I think we have a video as well that I would love for us to just go to, so that you can just have a look for yourself. Let's quickly go and get that one.
Emva kwezimvula ezinamandla nezikhukhula ezihlasele isifundazwe saKwaZulu-Natal kusukela ngesonto eledlule, imindeni ilahlekelwe kakhulu, izihlobo yaphinde yalimalelwa izakhiwo, okuholele ekuthenini isale inginazimpahla kanye nezindawo zokufihla amakhanda. ISantaco hlokomela yeningizimu 1 region yaKwaZulu-Natal ihlangane nehlokomela yabesimame kanye no-association abangaphansi kweningizimu 1 region bavakashela izindawo eziseThekwini ezithinteke ngenxa yezimvula, okubalwa kuzo insimbini bebeyivakashele ngoLwesithathu mhla zingu-26 kuNhlolanja 2025 ukunikela ngokudla emndenini elimale noma ilahlekelwe impahla. ISantaco hlokomela eningizimu 1 region iphinde yavakashela indawo yakwaMakhutha ngaphansi kweTheku ngoLwesine mhla zingu-27 kuNhlolanja 2025 ukunikela iphinde yelule isandla njengoba bekufihlwa oyedwa wabantu abashone ngenxa yezimvula nezikhukhula ezinamandla. Lesenzo siyinkomba yozwelo nokuqondisisa isimo imindeni esuke ibhekene naso, ikakhulukazi uma elimale ngenxa yezimvula nezikhukhula ezinamandla. Ukwelula isandla nokuxhasa lapho kushoda khona kuyaye kwenze umehluko omkhulu ezimweni ezifana njengalezi. Lo mbiko niwuthulelwa ngo-Anele Zuma we-News Live SA, Nevian.
Win 5 gigabytes of data with Voice on the Move Radio.
Yeah, share your story on why you want to stay connected with VM Radio.
Follow us to increase your chances of winning.
Voice on the Move Radio, #welcome to the future.
Win 5 gigabytes of data with Voice on the Move Radio.
Yeah, share your story on why you want to stay connected with VM Radio.
Follow us to increase your chances of winning.
Voice on the Move Radio, #welcome to the future.
Yes, it is Voice on the Move Radio, and thank you so much to Anele Zuma there. She's one of our own, and she was actually there covering that story where Isantako went to give her food parcels to Abantu Abahluphekile. Because of the rain that we have, that is just not giving us a break. It's quite a bad one, and we're really pleading with the gods to make sure that, we've had enough rain. I mean, it's actually causing some kind of a damage now out there, and people are losing their lives. I think that we should be very careful of that. Another story, one of those stories that we really cannot, overlook. There you have it, the police minister there in response to AfriForum. I think that's just something that had to be done. As you can see with what we have there on the shots there, if you do remember, there were stats that were compiled, the police stats, crime stats, that showed the numbers of the crimes that were perpetuated through the financial year. And looking at that only, we only were able to find out, the stories that were taken over again by AfriForum and their leadership to the Americas, but sort of cooked up. They were not factual, because out of the stats, I think we learned that there were at least one of the farm killings that were gathered from just that 1 year, from the previous one coming to the forthcoming year. And well, what we learned is that in the Americas, that's not what they actually got. They were picking up about five farmers that were murdered out of just this 1 year. And it's quite a strange one because we don't have those stats. So we're wondering where it's coming from. As you would have it, Mkhunu was like, no, we're going to have to challenge this. We're not going to take it lying down. So, they wanted to send a story that is not factual. We want those facts. That's basically what Mkhunu is saying there. He's saying that if you are saying that's what happened, bring those facts, put them on the table so that we can conclude because it's treason. Tantamount to treason, even if you want to, because if you're going to be taking it or that you're going to be carrying over to another state so that they can probably do something about it and get us in trouble in the same breath, I think it's not to be done. And that's why the police minister is like, no, we're definitely not going to have it. It has to be fixed and, bring us those facts so that we can talk with facts. One of the stories, again, that we were able to look at is the one that... it's quite a funny one. I don't know if it's funny or it's sad. Hey man, America. it's a lot that is happening in that country at the present moment with the new president, Trump, with his friend there, Elon, who I'm not sure what role he plays. He's a technical advisor apparently, but he's there even in the meetings. On this one, he wasn't there. We had Vance and we have Trump as well. But from Ukraine, we had the president Zelensky there, who was not wearing a suit, and that was a problem on its own for the people that he was sitting with. Besides that being the point, though, I think the issue here is that we saw some kind of a bullying going on, because the whole thing was based on the fact that they were not happy, Trump and his friend, not happy at the fact that Zelensky apparently is not giving enough thanks. They felt like he's not being thankful enough for the fact that Trump is intervening in the war that is happening between Russia and Ukraine. I think Zelensky really did take a stance by standing his ground and saying that, no, we have been thankful. It's just that we're not going to take it lying down because, it's known that he did go back on his word after signing that peace treaty. The president of Russia did definitely, go back on his word by, coming back to fighting and doing all the things that he had agreed that they're going to be ceased, the ceasefire. So Zelensky is like, no, it's very easy for you to say that we should say thank you. But should we say thank you when these people are actually going forward and backwards on their word? So that was basically his stance. But Trump was really not having it, to a point where he was actually nudging him and pushing him for him to get his point, because he's like, no, kumele ubonge. It sort of reminds me of those people about Mabesiza Band, you know, those charitable people who help people on TikTok and stuff, and then take videos so that they can share with, look at me, I'm helping you out here, so that they can get, you know, likes and comments. It's ridiculous. So we saw something in the Americas. That's what's happening in the Oval Office. I think there's a video that we have as well.
He broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine? That you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to?
I guess you can definitely tell that the gentlemen were really, you know, they had the gloves off, and they were basically just trying to iron out all the differences and find out exactly how they can go to a solution, which really wasn't really that much of a problem. There was no solution at the end of that meeting because Zelensky left early. There was nothing signed, and basically they're still in the same position. The only thing that we saw was just a comic show, of course, from the Oval Office. I'm not sure what's really happening in America, but you can definitely comment. You are live right now. You are streaming with us on all social media platforms. There on YouTube, it makes it very easy. By commenting, you can score yourself 5 gigs of data, and you know, we'll call you back and you can tell us exactly what you're gonna do with that 5 gigs of data. You can definitely send us all of those comments, even on X, you know, Facebook, Instagram. We're right there waiting for you to tell us exactly how you feel. You can even tell us how you're doing, as it is a Sunday. I know a lot of people are actually indoors. You know, this rain, it's not going away. It's actually making us a bit worried, but we'll keep you nice and snug and warm with the music that we have. It is Voice on the Move Radio. Do check out the stuff that we have for you. We have such hot music. But before we even go there, here's some stuff that you can get for you. Here's a promo that you're definitely gonna love.
Hey y'all, it's Londi D on Voice on the Move Radio. I got some good news for you. Voice on the Move Radio is giving away 5 gigabytes of data of your network that you are using. All you have to do is just make sure that you do comment on our live streaming shows on Facebook, on YouTube, on X. Tell us the reason why you think you deserve it, and of course what you're going to do with that data. Hashtag welcome to the future.
Met her at the corridor. She looking like a baddie, but she get ignored. You can take me to your place and I can take it off. I can't take you home. I'll try lang and dog. Indoda yomzulu eringa nawe. Kodwa manje ukuthi ngichithe isikhathi nawe. Ngithi indoda yomzulu eringa nawe. Kodwa manje ukuthi ekseni ngivuke nawe. She told me imimpilo yale party uzonyamalala ma ungaphika nami. Ubala magama when you speak about me. Ngihamba no K9 so of course nginja nami. La ngihamba khona I just win all over. If you wanna really fuck with me, Costa Funny Hennessy or me or vodka. Text abangani bakho angisi low talker. And if you got a problem, ungasala la. I can pick one of your friends, ihambe siyolala. If you got a problem, ungasala la. I can pick one of your friends, ihambe siyolala. Met her at the corridor. She looking like a baddie, but she get ignored. You can take me to your place and I can take it off. I can't take you home. I'll try lang and dog. Indoda yomzulu eringa nawe. Kodwa manje ukuthi ngichithe isikhathi nawe. Ngithi indoda yomzulu eringa nawe. Kodwa manje ukuthi Yeah, she got 4 friends that are waiting outside. Ngenza kuphela, I don't give a fuck, akunameli namhlanje. That's 2 niggas, 6 bitches, namaremi ayi 5. Malini ungena, no worry baby, she pinned outside. This is my type of party.
Nyakubona guti wena uthanda imali. They call me K now, but you can call me mine tonight. Yelene dume ngama hit mtwana like 9 to 9. So show me what you got, girl. I won't stop, I'ma hit it till the break of dawn. So full stop, I'ma cook it from the hood in the booth, that's better too. I'ma hit it till the morning till you find it hard to move. Ungasab, ungalal, bazokushontsha malum. Figi zinja zekima, bo pills na malum. That's to pay to K9 siyabalum mamalum. Yaseka sevugile nyabatusa malum. R.I.P. Rick.
The Voice on the Move Radio.
That calls its enemies its friends. Enough so we can turn to life from death. The Lamb who changed my stony heart to flesh began a work in me for His glory, deserves all praise till the very end. This love is changing my mind. Your life before or behind. He conquered sin, died for mine. This love is changing my mind. He took my place, paid the fine. Thank God I'm alive, and because He rose again, I'm confident. Causes broken hearts to mend. The price He paid to save me from despair keeps changing my mind, keeps changing my mind. This love is changing my mind. Your life before or behind. He conquered and died for mine. This love is changing my mind. He took my place, paid the fine. Thank God I'm alive, and because He rose again, I'm confident. Yeah.
Voice on the Move Radio, and of course, this show, The Gist, with Msomi live every single Sunday from 1 till 3 p.m. And of course, we do this thing called music, a whole lot of music, and we deliver it to you just the way that you like it. Of course, the song that you heard right there was Changing My Mind by Venom. And before that, there was Corridor giving us another beautiful song. Of course, we do have those comments that come in all the time when we love them. One that is coming from Zayomi TV. Wow, this is beautiful. Actually, she's loving the show. Thank you so much. It's another one that is coming through, and we do have there Margaret Mashia also giving us another comment. The gist is the best. We love it here. She's actually giving us those comments again. And another one, ANC supporter. How are you able to, let's see that again if we just remove that little finger. There we go. How are you able to do this? How are you able to do what you're doing? It's quite an exciting one. And it's actually a fan zone. I'll tell you, if you're part of the experience, you'll know exactly how it's done. And that's why we actually beg for you to come through every single Sunday and join us. Make sure that you are part of the experience. Now, on YouTube, by sending us those comments, it makes it very easy because you can score yourself 5 gigs of data. And that you can use to apply for a job here and there. You know, there's so much that you can do with data these days. Some will actually waste it by downloading videos. And, you know, we do not want that. You want to be progressive in life, so do things that are right. The name is Msomi. Make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms as well. Of course, we're going to be checking out also what is happening in the entertainment news. I mean, we just got to those entertainment stories. Some of them, they are very exciting. I mean, you will learn about the rebirth of drip. Those things, you know, they're there for you. But before we even get there, there's stories that we are learning of, which is quite sad. Here's a gentleman here, Gene Hackman, one who has been in our screens for a number of years. There's so many movies that I can recall from being a young man, watching him grow up in, my father's collection. Gene Hackman, known also majorly on that movie Bonnie and Clyde. I think most people know him from there. What we were able to find out just from the shots that you're actually seeing there, data that was collected from Gene Hackman's pacemaker shows that he was likely dead for 9 days prior to him being found by his wife in their new home, at least in their New Mexico home, the authorities said. The pacemaker shows that Hackman's last event was recorded on February 17 in Santa Fe. A country sheriff Adam Mendoza said at a Friday news conference, according to the pathologist, I think that it is a very good assumption that that was the last day of his life. That is the 17th of February. So by the time that we learned of his passing, he had already been gone for quite a while. The life of the wife was also lost, and their dog was also found dead. I think we do have something that is some videos that we have for you that we've collected. Let's check it out.
An autopsy was performed. Initial findings noted no external trauma to either individual. The manner and cause of death has not been determined. The official results of the autopsy and toxicology reports are pending. Just today, I spoke to Dr. Jarrell, the pathologist from the New Mexico Office of the Medical Investigator. This was at 2:00 p.m. today. She advised that there were several tests that were submitted to be expedited. She revealed to me the following information. Both individuals tested negative for carbon monoxide. An initial interrogation was conducted of Mr. Hackman's pacemaker. This revealed that his last event was recorded on February 17th, 2025. I was advised that a more thorough investigation will be completed.
Yes, of course, as you can definitely hear, that's the sheriff's office there just giving us a report of exactly what they were able to find. And as you can definitely tell that this happened prior the time that he was actually discovered and, pronounced dead. It's actually one of those sad stories that we're learning. And of course, the gentleman has been quite big in our screens. It's quite a sad one. And the fact that he's also lost the wife, we lost the wife, is also actually had a hand in the music industry, a classic pianist, I believe. Another story was one of Urobetsa Flag, personal love of I've got a lot of music from Ulukozan, from Urobetsa Flag. We've got stuff where she did music with the likes of Donny Hathaway, Peebo Bryson. She's always been in the music industry, and she's one of those people that had a big influence even on the artists that we ended up falling in love with, the likes of Olu, the Van Ross and such. You will learn so much as you dig deeper, but it's sad that we find out more about people when they've come to their demise. As the lady you have right here, such a beautiful talent, a beautiful voice, and she's actually no more at the present moment, but we have her music to actually celebrate still and keep her in our memories. There's a video that we have actually compiled here for you as well. Do check it out.
I have a masseur with me, my own personal masseur. I have my dance instructor. because I decided to allow myself a few of the luxuries this time. I've been trying to lose weight for about a year. I've lost 42 pounds in about 16 months. And I want to lose some more, and I wanted to do it the right way. So I figured that, I sat down and I said, okay, out of all the things that I could have on the tour, including my old man and one of my animals, and I have several animals. I have about 18 cats and 9 dogs, and I could have, that, or I could have my mother. I decided that the most important luxury for me was one that would keep me healthy and keep me feeling good. So I bought my own masseur, bought my dance teacher, who doubles as my personal secretary and takes notes and answers the phone for me if that's necessary. But I don't require a lot of attention. I guess it's because I have so many things to do that I have to do myself. I don't want anybody to tell me how to sing.
That's the voice of Roberta Flack. She's no more. Quite a sad one. And we just look at some of the comments that did come through there. Calendria Roland basically writing, "My heart just sank. Our dear Miss Roberta Flack has ascended beyond. But what a beauty she was. What a beautiful voice she gave us. And we are really thankful for the years. Rest in peace, Queen." One of the comments that are definitely coming through. And, we just sharing the compliments. LaShawn, "Sweet Miss Roberta Flack, now they are all gone. We just have these flowers left and we shall keep them and remember you for always. You were brilliant, a genius beyond the works that you gave us. Now your soul may rest in peace." Of course, you can also comment on just this show. But, these things happen, and sometimes we really get confused when they happen all at once. While we were still mourning and just confused by Gene Hackman, and then we learnt of Roberta Flack, we just turned around once in our beds, and when we woke up, there's a story again of Angie Stone. Wow, Black Brother, you remember that song? Yes, of course, she actually gave us even My Sunshine Is Gone, There's No More Rain. She even revived some of the music that was done by the Bee Gees, I believe, There's so much that we appreciative of the fact that we have these artists that gave us so much music, and now we have memories only. It's quite a sad one, but we really appreciate the fact that their life work still speaks for them, and we will always have them held dear and close to our hearts. You can definitely lay your comments and send us those voice notes. We are live right now, streaming on all social media platforms. It is Oscar Msomi, and on WhatsApp you can send those voice notes. It's 074 517 4983, and of course we can find all of those comments also if you send them out to Twitter, that is X, and also Instagram and Facebook. Instagram also right there. You can send those comments and we'll basically read them online, and you can actually join us and stream with us, and we'll just open the lines so that you can communicate with us as well. We like it that way. Let's go for a small break as we are getting closer to that moment where we will have more with the sports. Let's go for a small break and come back with more of your show.
Win 5 gigabytes of data with Voice on the Move Radio.
Yeah, share your story on why you want to stay connected with VM Radio.
Follow us to increase your chances of winning.
Voice on the Move Radio. #Welcome to the future.
Win 5 gigabytes of data with Voice on the Move Radio.
Yeah, share your story on why you want to stay connected with VM Radio.
Follow us to increase your chances of winning.
Voice on the Move Radio.
It is Voice on the Move, and this is Voice on the Move, and of course it's The Gist. That's the name of the show. You basically come here every single Sunday and you join us, and we basically give you everything that you need to know about the world that you're in the entertainment, and of course the current affairs. We definitely touch on that. And why on earth would we do a whole show without giving you some of the sports that you definitely need, because it's part of our lives. Yes, of course, while we learn of the sad stories, we also learn of those stories that are quite exciting. One that we did learn of is the rebirth of Drip Apparel, Drip Sportif. If you do you remember that the company was liquidated last year? That's 2024. A lot of people were still just confused at the fact that the gentleman just came up, and we were actually loving the fact that it came with a boom. Stores were popping up in all the major malls around South Africa, and we were like, here's one of our own doing something that is really incredible. I think Tsepo did the same thing with the jeans there, and here's Ulukozana Umfana Lana. He gave us such beautiful tackies, man. We were so in love with him. And at the same time, we sort of learned that the company is folding and closing down. And the next thing, he was nowhere to be found. And we were still confused just by that. And, while some were still going on and just wondering, we sort of quickly learned to go to a cat can have more than just 9 lives. The gentleman has definitely come back with a full bang. The store is relaunching. He's actually partnered this time. He's actually partnered with Tape, I believe, where they've relaunched the drip apparel. He's actually got 4 new sneakers that is actually running with at the present moment. They're actually looking absolutely amazing. And, he's our own. I'd actually say that we definitely need to support. So go out there and buy those sneakers and support your very own. We need to put them in a pedestal as they deserve. And it's actually one of those stories that is actually even nice to hear. Actually, indoda iphela amandla ngisho noma usukhubeka kangakanani uyakwazi ukuthi uphinde uvuke. So we're really, really proud of our own there. He's actually gone and come back with a brand new rebirth of the apparel there. That's our very own sneaker guy. Make sure that you're part of the experience and join us by coming through every single Sunday at 1300 hours all the way till 1500 hours and leave us those comments. We love it when you do that. There's a story here that we also picked up about Trump. It's one of those ones that, they had this thing, the golden calf. And we learned of the story of the golden calf and how people ended up just, worshipping it and how horrible that was. While we were still confused by all of that, life would carry on and we really didn't even have an expectation that we'd meet something called AI. Trump has a lot of plans for Gaza. You know what's happening in Gaza. They sort of ransacked that place. They turned it into, a ruin. And now Trump actually dated it, the Americans. Now Trump is like, we can save Gaza. And we've got so much planned for Gaza. We can make it a beautiful place where people can enjoy it and have nice beaches there, And there was no way that he could define it for us, but making something useful out of a video. So he posted a video on his X account, and here it is. Just check out and see what happened.
We're not going to buy anything. We're going to have it, and we're going to keep it, and we're going to make sure that there's going to be peace, and there's not going to be any problem, and nobody's going to question it, and we're going to run it very properly, and eventually we'll have economic development at a very large scale, maybe the largest scale on that site. And we'll have lots of good things built there, including hotels and office buildings and housing and other things. And we'll make that site into what it should be. And the people from Gaza who wouldn't be able to be there for years, because you're talking about just to get it and prepare it and to take care of all of the problems that currently it has, as you know, tunnels, and people are in those tunnels. But it's going to be a wonderful thing. It's going to be wonderful for the Middle East. I think it'll turn the Middle East. I think you're going to have peace in the Middle East. You're going to eventually have peace in the Middle East.
Is advocating that there's eventually going to be peace in the Middle East. I wonder what caused the unrest in the Middle East in the first place. But there's Trump and the video. I think you definitely can see the shots there. Amazing stuff that is going on. It is AI, so it's just it's a figment of his imagination there. It basically just spells the picture of what his Gaza is going to look like. Trump Gaza with his big golden statue there. There's the lovely beaches, and you can see Elon collecting paper notes of money. I'm not sure what the symbolism of that is supposed to be. The time is exactly 2 minutes after 2 o'clock, and we have the news up and ready. We're going to go for a break, a small song that you're definitely going to love, and then, of course, we're going to be picking up with the sport news immediately after that.
It's all I can beg,
uthi wangihlekisa ngabantu 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 umama nami ngizulama umama umama nami ngizulama umama umama nami ngizulama umama umama nami ngizulama udale wangithembisile wathi yena nje uzofanami uzofanami amela ngempela ko ngithole nje ngibhekile ingabile wekhabilo nomuntu engishintshela tuzama nenkintela
Lasuka lahlala VM Sports.
Let's play some football.
Dumelang ke nna mo go modisa keng kgaitsedi ya Motswana here with your sports, and we're going to start off with some rugby where we see, regarded as one of the greatest stormers of all time, Stephen Kitsov was the glue of the force that maintained the unity of the Cape Town side during their dark days when the franchise nearly fell off. Now, of course, we see that Kitsov announced the end of his historical stormers and week upon medical advice following a severe neck injury he sustained while competing for the Western Province in a Currie Cup match. Of course, although the double World Cup and United Rugby Championship champion is not completely absent from the South African rugby and the Stormers, he will otherwise prioritize his recovery after surgery and continue his bomb squad beer business venture with Upak hooker Malcolm Marks. Of course, affectionately known as the Spicy Plum, Kitsov will still seek ways to remain engaged in rugby however possible. Of course, we're going to move along to some cricket. We see the Durban Pride cricket team, Amahalwe Bits Dolphins, come back to some glory in the CSA one-day series as marked their first win against the DP World Lions on the 26th of February, and then another bonus point victory after a stellar performance against the Western Province at the Newland Stadium in Cape Town. The Dolphins, of course, go back into their form at Kingsmead Stadium, their home ground, on the 7th of March when they take on the Knights. And they, of course, are going to be looking to come back as the winning team because they have not been in the greatest form at the beginning of the series, but we're seeing them build up quite nice and we're seeing some team synergy coming back into play. Lastly, we're going to look at some boxing where we see Starline Boxing Tournament that was scheduled for the 28th of February was cancelled due to some issues regarding funding. It was a competition that many boxing enthusiasts in KwaZulu-Natal were eagerly anticipating. However, it did not happen due to persons that weren't able to be deposited on time. Of course, this dealt a significant blow to Starline Boxing Promotions event, leading to its cancellation. Now, bear in mind, KZN is one of the hottest hubs when it comes to boxing, and this tournament was the biggest one because we had many belts that were going to be introduced. We had many categories that were going to be introduced, like the heavyweight champions. We had our own who was going to compete in this tournament. And then some boxers who do not want to be disclosed went on to say that it's very disappointing for this to happen, that the promoting company of a boxing tournament was not able to pay on time because this payment of the boxing purses was supposed to be made 2 weeks prior to the event itself. So it was actually really, really disappointing to hear that the event didn't take place and for them to announce it the day before. Imagine preparing so much and then the day before you are told that there is no tournament that's going to be happening. Let's take a look at some football though, where we see the Nedbank Cup quarterfinals 2025 dates have been announced The venues have also been confirmed, and this tournament will grace us with 4 fixtures, where we see 3 of them happening on the 8th of March. Supersport United will go against the London Pirates at 3 p.m. 6 o'clock, Stella Performance sees Stellenbosch FC go against Kaizer Chiefs. We hope they win that one because it's Stellenbosch FC, and Kaizer Chiefs has to do something about their losing tradition at this point. And then we also see, still to be confirmed, fixture at 8 p.m. Mamelodi Sundowns will go against Milford FC or Sekhukhune United, depending on the outcomes between the game, yes, Sekhukhune and Milford. Lastly, the 9th of March, the Durban City go against the Imaruma Gallants FC. That game will be kicking off at 3 p.m. There's a lot of football action that is going to be happening with the Nedbank Quarter Cup finals. And in all honesty, Oscar, I want to know, Uguti, between Kaizer Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns in those fixtures, which one? I know it's an open-ended question that I'm about to ask, but which team do you see? Which 2 teams do you see making it to the finals?
Well, you know what? Kaiser Chiefs, bro. What are the
Coming
chances?
from you?
It should.
Coming from you?
Listen, I have to. I mean, I know the colors that we have here in the studio are quite telling, but at the same time, there's something against I think that's the thing. I was fed something and I just can't get it out of my mouth. I'm still a staunch member and a supporter. You know what I mean?
Okay, staunch member and supporter, but we just lost against Mamelodi Sundowns again. It was a little loss, yes, not
Yeah.
Leo 4-0 esijwayele, kodwa-ke, it was still to say some people from our side are crossing over to the other yellow team. But
Yeah.
for now, that is all the sport that I have for you. Thank you for tuning. See you
Alrighty
next
then.
Sunday, same time, with more sports.
Absolutely. And that's Mo. Thank you so much, Mo, for coming through. It's always going to be like this every single Sunday at 2 o'clock. And Mo is going to be giving you everything that you need to know in the sporting world. And we really wouldn't have it any other way. We love it like that. It is Msomi on your favorite radio station. Do remember, of course, you can find us on that WhatsApp number. Send us a message, a voice note. The number is 074-517-4983. And, if you send us those voice notes and leave us those messages, even on the sites that we have open there for you, as you can definitely send us those comments. I know that we do have some comments that are currently coming through. There's one from TK's Bakery. Proud of you, Mr. Msomi. She's actually quite a happy one there, watching us through YouTube and just loving the show. There's more of those comments, of course. I did mention that we are taking them, the gist, to the world. We love it here. That's again Margaret Mashiane. We really, really do appreciate the fact that you're part of the experience. And if you would like to join us, you can definitely find us on X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're basically right there just waiting for you to send us those messages, and we'll definitely incorporate them and make them part of the experience. You can also send us music. I always say, with the number of music that we actually do deliver to you, the number of the beautiful songs that we deliver to you, it's only a matter of time where we actually will start begging that you send us that music, because at the moment we do have music, but we're still asking that you send it, because we do not want to touch that music that is on high rotation. We are really, really, really trying to bring up those people that are considered underground. So if you have a song that you might be recording, if there's a cousin of yours, maybe a sister of yours, was really, really, really good at music, at making music, at singing. Maybe there's a band that you're a part of, but you never actually ever record to send it out there. It just rotates on my USB. You give it to that guy plays it in his car, and he says it's a nice song, and then that's it. You can make it bigger by bringing it to our station. It's studio at vmradio.co.za. Send us an email with that music in MP3 format. That way, we'll add it into our playlist, and masses will be able to enjoy it, not just with the music only. If you have a product that you're busy with, maybe you're rendering a service of some sort, maybe you're fixing some things and you want people to come and be part of your clientele, you can also come to the studio. We're right here in Hillcrest, and we'll put together a beautiful ad campaign for you. It is Voice on the Move Radio, and basically no one does it like we do. We're gonna go for a small ad break and come back with more stuff that we have for you to become part of the family. sure that you're part of the experience every single Sunday from 1 all the way till 3 p.m., where we give you those stories that you need to know and the stuff that you need so that you prep yourself for a brand new week that is about to start. Of course, looking at the time right now, it's 21 minutes after 2 o'clock. We're getting ever so close to that last hour, or at least last 30 minutes of the show, where we're gonna have to just calm things down and close them off, so that we go all the way till the next week, where we sort of prep ourselves just for you, so that we can give you, of course, a beautiful show. We're gonna be on EP4 next week, and we really cannot wait. More of those comments that are coming in, they're actually coming in, and we really love them when they do come in. Goddess Tings, my Goddess Tings, she's part of the family. She's always been there. Even when we were doing the first show, Soul and R&B Vibes, she was part of the experience. She has followed us, and she's here again, sending love, hearts, and she's just loving the experience. We really, really, really do thank you. S. Frank, sir, thank you so much for being part of the experience, and we're really receiving those gifts. Etegwini Hlokomela is also joining us. We really, really do thank you. You are live as you are streaming with us on TikTok right now. So if you are part of the experience and you want to leave those comments, it's very easy. Leave them, and we shall read them live. And of course, to the family that is currently joining us, we are sending our love right back to you. My Goddess Things, my Goddess. We are now in Dabindala, and we really do appreciate the fact that you're part of the experience. We're gonna be just looking at the stuff that we were able to cover for you, at least on this particular show. There's the reconfiguration of the ANC. We saw with the ANC, because of the fact that they lost some numbers, they had to come up with plan B of how they're gonna get those numbers back, since we are moving towards the local elections in a couple of months' time. That's in 2026. We also looked at the G20, the fact that it was convened and opened at Nasdaq. And yes, of course, everyone was there. China, Russia, everyone was there. The only people that didn't make appearance was the Americas. And there is no doubt why they didn't come. It's because they're listening to people that are telling them stuff that is not founded, untrue stuff, and they're taking it too seriously. Yes, of course, we also looked at the terrible state of our weather of recently. Sike sisho nje ukuthi impela sasiya lapha entabeni, sike sithandaza ukuthi siyazidinga imvula, epula ayine. Yes, yonke lento lena ike yenzeke, sijabule futhi masifikile imvula, but at this present moment, I think that the gods really have to just give us a little bit of a break, because the rain is causing some damage, not just little damage. People are losing their lives. We also looked at the fact that the police minister was not happy, and he wants AfroForum to bring those facts. And njengoba bephikisile nje ama-stats that were issued, after the stats were issued, showing ukuthi farmers that were actually killed, as AfroForum had different numbers to what we had collected. In the entertainment space, we saw Lekao Sehoana, a guy from Drip, the rebirth of Drip. After it was liquidated in 2024, the guys actually made a comeback, and we're really proud. He's one of our own. Gene Hackman and his wife losing his life, and of course Roberta Flack, Edge Stone. We're really not really not happy at the fact that we lost Amantu Esbatana, who are artists who are so close and dear to our hearts. But these things do happen. It's part of the life experience, and we're just happy that they were able to contribute in our lives by giving us the music that they were able to give us. Do join us again every single Sunday, as we are always here giving you all the stuff that you need, and we shall make sure that we collect all the stories that you definitely love to enjoy. And of course, that 5 gigs of data that is waiting for you up for grabs, it's still out there, and you definitely can win it still. Send us a message, or at least a comment on YouTube, telling us exactly what you're doing, as it is a Sunday, and what you would actually do with those gigs of data that you are possibly going to win. We are going to call you back and congratulate you live on air. We're going to have to go for a small ad break, and of course, when we come back, we're going to have so much music for you. Make sure that you stay tuned.
Hey y'all, it's Londi D on Voice on the Move Radio. I got some good news for you. Voice on the Move Radio is giving away 5 gigabytes of data of your network that you are using. All you have to do is just make sure that you do comment on our live streaming shows on Facebook, on YouTube, on X. Tell us the reason why you think you deserve it, and of course what you're going to do with that data. Hashtag welcome to the future.
Here is the news.
Back outside, shut it and make me mad. Stepping on all their knees like back outside. All of y'all made me mad. Cause I was sure I got cool, I'm back outside. It's that brand new me. It's that brand new me, brand new me. Giving them how you see. It's that brand new me, brand new. It's that brand new me. I don't speak French, so there ain't no weed. I can't die, they don't let me breathe. I don't know what the hell, but I get some shit. Been doing some work on myself. Meditate, tryna better my health. Been doing better, can't you tell? On my own, tryna generate wealth. Talking on shoving cell. Pick myself up when I fell. iPhone on silence, so do not disturb. Should be ringing a bell. Back outside, shut it and make me mad. Stepping on all their knees like back outside. All of y'all made me mad. Cause I was sure I got cool, I'm back outside. It's that brand new me. It's that brand new me, brand new me. Giving them how you see. It's that brand new me, brand new. Yeah, dala bay langam. Maning a she's, waffle kambanam. Bang wana go chop, but it must bambisan. But if 4x4, my shot lisani. No, I ain't gay. Put in the sport, no sleep. Sleep, that's what they doing to me, dog. Minang ay sa benzela. Minang ay sa benzela. Puno kong mambezela, ain't gay.
With Oscar Msomi. Every single Sunday, you get to enjoy this particular show, and I must tell you, it's quite an honor, to actually have an opportunity where I can come in front of you like this every single Sunday. It's a work that comes together from a whole lot of people that I included. It's not just the studio and the camera. There's a whole lot of people that are involved here, and I wish I could just mention all of them. I really, really, really wish, because it's a lot of work that they do. It's incredible, really. Of course, we do have on production right there, Umelo. She's right there. Mr. Mkabela, they're all the way in Johannesburg. We also have Mr. Wanda right here in the studio, holding it down as well in the technical parts of things. And of course, helping also in the production. Technical also, we have Uviji. Yeah, we also have Umazuma. Anela Zuma there, that's our anchor, our news anchor. She's quite brilliant at that. She's our journalist. We also have Umo. You definitely know her, and I'm sure that you love her. She covers our sports. Then that's me, Oscar Msomi. I'm the man behind the jams and behind the mic. We basically all come together and we try our best to bring you the best of show and entertainment, as it were. And we really, really appreciate the fact that we have these numbers that we are looking at of these people that are here commenting and sending us the love that they are. It really, really, really is appreciated, because sometimes we just take things for granted. It's a lot that you give us just by giving us the minutes that you give us, the few minutes that you give us. It really goes down well for us, and we love it. We really do love it. We appreciate it. We're closely, going to that moment where we have to say adios. It's at least 33 after 2 o'clock. So we're going closer to 3 o'clock, where we'll have to say, that's the show for this week. But again, we're going to be here next week. Whenever I have a moment to be with you like this, I have to just bring up the stuff that is in my mind, share the concepts that I find fascinating, that really, really make me excited. It's one of those weird things, but I have to mention them because I really feel like if we apply them in our lives, then we would have less of a stress. What am I talking about at this present moment? I'm referring to the concept of Wu Wei. Wu Wei. It's 2 words. Wu Wei. It's prescribed there in the Tao Te Ching, Taoism. It's a Chinese concept where they basically, go with the flow. That's what it basically means. Sometimes we try to swim up the stream so that we can challenge ourselves to see the agility and what we possibly are capable of. But sometimes we really don't have to put an effort in things. Sometimes going with the flow is exactly what is required because it pushes out with the old and brings in the new. Sometimes we resist change because we believe that things should be kept as they are because they are safer. We know them. We're used to how they work. And if there are any challenges that we might meet, we'll be able to navigate through them and go through them, But sometimes we don't open the door for the new to come in, to expose maybe even better change that it could present. When they say wu wei, they basically mean go with the flow. Effortless action, as it were. So what this would basically mean if you look at it in modern concepts. Challenges, adversities, things that you might be coming up across, that you might meet. And then you feel like your whole world has gone upside down and because everything has just been lost. Maybe your family is looking out for you to be the one who takes care of everyone. Omunye umuntu angayithatha leyo nto and look at it as something horrible. Omunye would take it and maybe, even look for an escape. Drugs, alcohol, do anything that might just make them look away from that actual situation that they're facing. But another person would be like, I've lost a job. What could God be trying to direct me towards at this particular moment? Could it be that maybe this job that I'm in is not where I'm supposed to be in any event? Maybe I'm supposed to be in a better place where I could grow and be a better person. That's Wu Wei, the concept of Dao De Jing as it is prescribed, where wherever you meet with anything, whether good or bad, you just accept it as it is and you go with it. You'll find that sometimes when you flow with the stream, not up against it, it takes you to a place where you could actually prosper, be in a better position. Of course, you're going to be banged around every now and then as you're flowing down with it, but those bangs you can take because uNkulunkulu was strong. And it even says there in the Bible, God doesn't ever give you anything that you're not capable of handling. So practice Dao De Jing's Wu Wei. It's a concept that you should actually incorporate in your life. Go with the flow. Even if it's bad, accept it. You have no idea what it is revealing on the other side. The name is Msomi, and of course, I'm right here every single Sunday, bringing you the best when it comes to radio. And while we do all of this, we actually merge it up with music as well. Music. The best in music that you can definitely find. And the reason I say it's the best is because it's underground and no one has actually heard it. And it's exclusively ours. It's exclusively yours as we deliver it to you. And if you would like to be part of the experience and join us, that's Voice on the Move Radio and The Gist, and maybe you want to sponsor the show, you can definitely do so. We would love that. You would have actually scored yourself an opportunity where you can actually have your adverts come up. You see, it's not just the radio where we can have the audio part only. This time we're actually bringing it to you even in the visual spectrum. So if you're part of the experience and join us and partner up with us by sponsoring this show, you score yourself a good advertising team and partner where we will have your adverts gone out and spread out in every single show that we actually present to the people that are out there at home. So be part of the experience and join us. It is Msomi, and this is The Gist. Let's get more music. That's exactly how we do it on this show.
Hey, it's time to move your business to the next level.
How so, my brother? Please tell me.
Listen up, man. VM Radio has some exciting advertising opportunities designed just for your business.
Wow, that's amazing. Tell me more.
Hey. It's simple, man. Email marketing@vmradio.co.za or hello@vmradio.co.za right now, and we will help you reach your target market.
#Welcome to the future.
ngifune kamba manga lengane ngithanda ayikuthi ngiyadlala mangithi lengane ngizoshada sukela kudala sithandana namanje usangihlonipha samuhluya baba awungiyabonga mama namanje angikhuthaza ukuthi sakabantwana mangibuye esipanini ngiyazifudumela ikhaya angiyabonga mama.
The Voice on the Move Radio.
ka plate trip yomhlaba ngibambeza ka di-shades bakubata buli black akuduri ngibambeza ka di-case bakudadea lesotho leqwaqwa free state blomo lebatsha ngibambeza ka tsetata di-dance moves re bana ba strata a re nweng a dishata ke tshwaretse baka a ke batle mathata one tap on my game I'm a hot shot ke bana ba mpaka ke a e baka Tata
umunati busiu
ake batle mathata
achuman
rebambeza ka tata
umunati busiu
I can't even wait
umunati busiu ubuhluku buseng umunati busiu achuman umunati busiu ubuhluku buseng umunati busiu achuman aishapa tata
umunati busibu I can't even wait ake batle mathata umunati busibu I can't even wait.
Yes, of course, it is Voice on the Move Radio with Oscar Msomi. It is The Gist. It's a show that comes live to you every single Sunday, and we really, really, really do appreciate it when you come and be part of the family. I think, the fact that we do it like this is really making it quite obvious that we are opening the doors for a family to be born out of this situation, because I don't think that we make it quite personal enough. That means, the other people, they don't make it personal enough, and we try our best to actually do that. More on those comments that are actually coming in. Some people are actually listening to us all the way from even Cape Town. Here's one here, listening all the way from Cape Town, Smari. That's Utobega M. And please do say hello to Mr. Mashudu. Sending all the love his way as well. Melo is right here. Shout out to the whole team. This is amazing stuff. It looks like it's really, really getting a good response out there, and people are absolutely loving it. And we love receiving those messages from you as well. Sports Maxori, proper stuff. We need you. Of course, we do have all those people that are out there just loving and giving us all the positive feedback. None of this was actually possible if it weren't for you there at home watching us at this very moment. And to everyone that is actually listening as well, it really goes a long way, and we really, really do appreciate the fact that you're part of the experience and part of the family. Oh man, it's on a lighter note, of course. Ubaba Malema today It's his birthday, CIC. Of course, you will have to keep in mind that here's a gentleman quite resilient. He's seen it all, man. Of recently, he's lost a whole lot of people that are around him that we associated with the EFF, and still standing resiliently, and he's not shaken at all. Happy birthday, Babu Malema. From Voice on the Move Radio, we really do appreciate the fact that you keep us, on the edge all the time, and we're always looking out to see what the EFF is really up about. Those puzzle shops. I'm just going to touch on this as we're drawing ever so close to that moment. Those puzzle shops. You remember that Stella Ngobeni, that's the minister right there. She was out and about telling people that it's actually the last time that you can apply. That was the 28th of February when it was the last time for people to actually register to be formidable businesses recognized as puzzle shop operators. Should it happen that you are not registered, I think even there by my home, I was able to see a couple of police, vans moving around, raiding stores, coming in to make sure that people are compliant. If you are not compliant, I wonder what you're going to do. But I guess it's needed because, people have been losing their lives because of these stores that are popping up everywhere. About Coca-Cola and all of these funny chips that they give our children to eat. So the government is actually doing something about it to make sure that we don't have such issues. Something that did come in. Small Business Minister Stella Ndabeni has announced that 150 million will be provided by the Department of Small Business and Enterprise, and 350 million will be by the Department of Trade to assist the small businesses and spaza shops. This is an initiative that is set to basically mediate the issues that we have of having itolo that are not registered, giving us food that is uncontrolled. Sometimes that leads to abantu begule, sometimes even losing their lives. We can't have that. If it's a proper state that is run properly, it should have contingency plans and things in place to get rid of stuff that is not supposed to be there. Like they told Lazy says in Cool, we are really happy that they are providing us with the food that is required. But if they are killing us at the same time, we shan't have them. So, we're waiting to see how this particular story develops. But those people that are out there with the stores and you are not compliant because you didn't register, I'd advise that you really close down before the guys of law come into your door and shut you up the wrong way. You don't want that to happen. So just clean up your stuff, make sure that you are compliant and be part of the experience. Of course, it is Oscar Msomi, and we are live every single Sunday. Make sure that you're part of the experience. We're gonna have to go for a small ad break, maybe a song or two, and we're gonna come back. Of course, there's that 5 gigs of data that is still up for grabs. Make sure that you're part of it.
Hey y'all, it's Londi D on Voice on the Move Radio. I got some good news for you. Voice on the Move Radio is giving away 5 gigabytes of data of your network that you are using. All you have to do is just make sure that you do comment on our live streaming shows on Facebook, on YouTube, on X. Tell us the reason why you think you deserve it, and of course what you're going to do with that data. Hashtag welcome to the future.
Yes, of course, welcome to the future and be part of the experience by being permanent resident in the future. That is where we are, the gist, with the Voice on the Move Radio, with Oscar Msomi, of course, the man behind the mic. And we love it so much when you send us those comments and, send us those voice notes. I'll give you that number so that you save it. It's 074-517-4983. That's our WhatsApp number. Send us a voice note, send us a message, anything that you might even have in mind, even if it's a story that you'd like for us to cover, send it, and we'll definitely include it here. I did mention that if you're a company, maybe you're a business, a small business, maybe you're a business in and you want people to see that artwork, bring it to this particular platform and they will put it in a pedestal for you by combining a beautiful ad campaign. And of course, people will be able to see all of the lovely work that you are able to do there. That will actually grow your client base, and that's more money in the bank for you. As of course, the stories that we were able to cover, some of them are quite sad. Gene Hackman, we lost a beautiful actor there, quite a classic actor from Bonnie and Clyde, one of those movies that are dear to our hearts. We saw also the things that did happen in the music industry, the music scene there, where we lost to Angie Stone, Roberta Flack. It's still one of those things that we're just wrapping our head around. And, even in the current affairs, we saw, G20, what is happening there with the Cyril Ramaphosa. We learned of the reconfiguration of the ANC as they're trying to, refocus as we're moving ever so close to that final moment. my local elections. So, there's so much that we actually try to bring to you, and we really love the fact that you interact and, you come back to us with those comments. It really, really goes down well with us. Time right now is actually just we've got about 6 minutes left, and then the show is going to be gone. So I will actually have to say goodbye right now. We're going to give you an outro, giving you a beautiful song as we're going to be leaving you. Lovely. It's the song that I know that a lot of people actually did request that we repeat because they love it so much. So do enjoy it, and do enjoy this space again as we come here again next week. It's The Gist with Oscar Msomi. Thank you so much for being part of the experience. Goodbye.
I don't know where I'm going. I woke up with a headache. Can we talk about something? It's taking up the space. 'Cause there's a